Disclaimer before this video starts, this is an old video that I wasn't going to upload because I gave up like halfway. So my mic's old, the editing is good, but it's out of date of what it could be. But nonetheless, it is coidal content for you to enjoy, so enjoy. Right, it's Season 9 of Apex, and before I get into it, I'm not including Valkyrie because we haven't played enough of her. Also, I have a blunt nose, so sorry if my voice sounds a little different in this video. Anyway, this video is about which Apex legend is hardest to pick up, easiest to pick up, hardest to master, and the ultimate hardest to master. Today's video, we will find out. In Apex Legends, I own a club with 7 members. I know all of their mains. Now, which one of their mains takes the most skill? Let's find out in today's video. But first, I just want to talk about a few of the people here. Mist Soup 226 is level 40, Thick Shrek's cousin, and packed the heirloom at level 40! And got Bloodhounds! I mean, I spent 2 years getting that, and he gets it in a week! For God's sake. Anyway, Frosty 2006 is usually a trans legend. He usually plays Fused, Watson, Bangalore, I don't really know. And the reason I put 2 legends on Doc was chosen is I'm not exactly sure if you are a Pathfinder or a Gibraltar main. I'm sorry, Doc. I'm sorry. Anyway, Doc, how you been, man? Let me check on your video. See how many views it's got. Last time I checked, it was... What the f... So here's the straightest graph on the planet. On the left-hand side, we have easiest to pick up, and on the right-hand side, we have hardest to pick up. Now we're going to put all the legends on this graph and see who's the easiest, who is the hardest to pick up, obviously, right? And to make it as clear as possible, people on this side of the graph are easiest to pick up, and people on that side of the graph are hardest to pick up and play when you're a noob. Now, I have to say, before I get into the video, this is my opinion. And my opinion is from someone with level 500 on Apex Legends and been playing the game since it came out. But I'm more than happy to see your opinions, you know, in the comments, you know, argue away. I'm joking. Now, the easiest legend is, of course, Octane, and his abilities don't require much brain power, and you're going to be effective with him if you can aim, basically. Another legend like this is, of course, Lifeline. Very simple, very easy to use. Also, I found a recurring thing in basically every game. All the healing legends are pretty easy to, you know, pick up. And way over on the other side is, of course, Crypto. And don't get me wrong, he's not impossible to pick up from a noob, he's just a lot harder than the others. The thing with Crypto is, when you're on your drone, it's a 2v3 fight with your teammates, so you really have to know the timing of when and where to put your drone and when and where to EMP in a fight. And I'm sure Crypto mains would agree with me. Loba's another easy one. Her ultimate is very useful and is very, you know, easy to use. Now, Pathfinder's grapple is relatively hard to use effectively for beginners. That's why he's there, but he probably could be lower, I don't know. And Watson is there. Her fences are really tricky to get your head round when you're a noob. All of Revenant's abilities are quite easy to use, but I will talk about him later. Just wait and see. Horizon is obviously Scottish. I don't really have anything to say about Horizons. Their player base comprises of very much similar people to Twitch TV Wraiths, and you know, I despise them. Now, as a Caustic, if your enemies are in the gas, then you have the ultimate advantage. But the tricky thing is to actually get them in the gas in the first place. That's why he's not at the easiest part of the graph. Rampart's Indian. I'm joking, I'm not doing that again. Now, Rampart's abilities are very simple and straightforward, but they're actually quite difficult to get your head around when using effectively. I also would like to point out for you simpletons out there, because I can already see people not understanding, vertically and up and down on this graph means nothing, okay? Horizontally, I'm just doing different legends vertically up and down to fill more space and look better, right? Alright, now back with the video. Now, Mirage's kit is a bit hard to pick up as you're a beginner. There's a lot to his kit and his decoys and how you can use them. Bloodhound Scandinavian. I'm joking, I'm not doing that again, Jesus. And at the press of a button, you can see where all of your opponents are. And Bloodhound should probably be next to Lifeline and Octane, to be honest. Now, Gibby is very straightforward, okay? As long as you can find out that you can revive people quicker in his dome, you are basically ninja. And Fuse is, of course, Australian. I'm sorry! Bangalore is there on the graph. There's nothing much to her, to be honest. Now, this is probably not deliberate. It probably just came naturally. But most of the legends are, in fact, very easy to play and on the easy side. Which is a good sign for Apex, as, you know... customers need it first. And Wraith is, of course... Wraith is... What is Wraith?
We meet again, Co-Udal.
Well, joke's on you, because it's pronounced
Nah, I don't care. I don't care, little man.
Oh, okay.
No, you stop talking! My Discord moderator memes and my Reddit memes have made you become full power! Now, Co-Udal, reveal your secret!
Alright! There's an 8th member in our club. He mains Wraith. I know. God, I'm sorry for bringing him up. Now, don't get me wrong, Wraith main. I didn't talk about this person, not because he mains Wraith, but because he's autistic.
Okay. Show me some proof.
All right, I have a clip here of us talking about him. Play it.
Oh, you need to meet Sue. He's probably not as bad as you say in person,
so
but...
mad that he got so mad that he started shaking, and everyone thought he was having a seizure, and they asked him what he was wrong, and he said he was going Super Saiyan, and then he just
Alright, she's distracted with the video, now we take the shot. Now, who are the hardest legends to master? Obviously, there's no easy to master because they're all hard to master, you know? You can't master something easily. Now, the reason why Caustic and Revenant are here is because their tacticals fulfill a lot of roles. Revenant's Orm is a flashbang, it covers you when you're reviving, it takes away their abilities and deals damage. And Caustic's gas covers you to pull off the revive, deals damage and area control. They both have quite similar tactical abilities. There is quite a lot to get your head round. Now, as a Caustic main, I know, right? But still to this day of playing since the game came out, there's still little tips and tricks I'm finding out about Caustic's gas trap and how to use his gas effectively. I'd say there's a little more to Caustic than Revenant in terms of gas traps blocking doors, and you have to have a knowledge of the map around you to fully understand where your enemies are going to come from and predict by putting a gas trap down. Yes, that's what I strive to be as a Caustic main. Now, Watson is going to be here. Now, her fences require so much more intellect to use effectively and properly, even though they don't really do anything. They're very intimidating, I guess. You know, Watson takes a little more skill than Caustic to master. Now, Bangalore and Horizon are there, pretty self-explanatory, right? Lifeline is very straightforward, she's there. Fuse is there, and Crypto is still hard to play and master. It requires a lot of skill. Octane is the easiest legend out of everything you could possibly imagine in Apex, so he goes there. Loba is pretty self-explanatory, as well as the legends on her side of the graph. My boy Gibby's there. His Dome and Airstrike require the perfect time to use, as they have a very long cooldown, so you really got to know the placement and timing of where you need to use them. Bloodhound is there. I reckon Bloodhound and Bangalore could have probably switched positions in this one. Rampart is here on the graph. I mean, have you even watched the video of the Gaming Merchant before? Now we have Wraith. Wraith.
Is a harness. I am harnessed. The harness.
Ooh, well, that was cinematic, wasn't it? Right? I hope you enjoyed this Koidal video. Like if you're straight, subscribe if you're straight, or you're gay.